that this is the last quiz that we do because we clearly don't have the bandwidth to carry these off.
I mean, the thing is, the Wi-Fi that you're on at the minute with the streaming, it's unlimited data, so I don't know what more we could do, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know like how we'd fix that. If you went for anything, it would be unlimited data, wouldn't it?
But we've got two. One's unlimited data, one's obviously just a standard broadband any home has. So it's not going to have the thing, so apologies, guys, but I think we won't bother doing anymore because we're just wasting your time sitting there for 10-15 minutes at a time while we try and sort out fucking internet. Is not no way to spend your Saturday night. So anyway,
do you just want to give it a couple of seconds whilst people get back on?
Yeah,
because it'll only have just come up as a notification, so just give it a few moments.
Yeah, we'll just give it a chance for people to get back on. Thing is, if let's say I had to just turn the router on and off and give it 5 minutes and then it goes on back to work now. It's 2020. I'd understand if it was like dial-up.
I don't know what to tell you, because I mean, obviously it was working fine for the first hour, and then like started clicking up a little bit. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think it's as simple as the Wi-Fi is bad, because the Wi-Fi isn't bad as a general rule. I mean, I don't know what it is. Everyone's been very nice about it.
Oh, you've been very nice. Thank you. Well, thank you, guys. We love you too, Simone, and we love all of you. But yeah, doesn't bother me. I'm walking the cat. Fair play. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to set up the video for Real Life Ghost Stories now to do their questions. So so these guys should brighten your day. As I say, they've got a very special guest with them.
You know what, that's a good point though. Matt just said it seems to be every time you switch over, and I thought that. Do you think it seems to be every time you do a video?
I think that could be just be coincidence. Well, we'll see now, won't we?
Yeah, because maybe you need to be doing it not, you know what you're saying, it's on the cloud. Maybe it needs to not be on the cloud, it needs to be saved on your phone, and you just press play. So it doesn't interfere with any internet connection.
It's not a bad shout, yeah. It's not a bad shout.
Oh, Matt's just made another picture of tequila, so he's quite happy going down.
Fair enough. Good man.
Thanks, Robin. Really sweet.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you Real Life Ghost Stories and their questions. Remember to pay attention. They've actually got 10 questions, so you need to listen up.
Hello and welcome to another Real Life Ghost Stories round.
How you do?
I don't know why I did this. We're still in my car. We haven't left, apparently. Jesus is here for today's quiz round, but we're not going to do a paranormal round today.
Nope, we're going to do a science round.
We're not going to do a science round today. Because there's one thing that I love more than the paranormal, and that's food.
Not me.
No, God, no. No, food is far more important. So question 1 in our food round is, which nuts are used in marzipan? Don't know how long to leave for a pause.
Dr. Pepper's like marzipan.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I suppose it might be. Question 2 is you.
Oh, question 2 is me. That's a good question for me as well. What does IPA stand for? That's the right question, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Which country is the origin of the cocktail mojito?
Mojito.
4.
What is the most famous Mexican beer?
Question 5. What vegetable is a key...
No time to answer that one then.
No, you don't need the time. Okay. Come on, speed up, people. What vegetable is a key ingredient in eggs Florentine?
We're doing 4 round.
Question 6.
Okay. What is the national dish of Canada? Well, we've got a nice little tick in from the biblic theme in there.
I know, yeah. It's just saying hello. Question 7. Zucchini is called what in the UK and Ireland? That's actually a really good question, because there'll be lots of American people doing this.
Yeah, that's true.
8.
Which F is a savoury Italian flatbread?
Question 9. What is unusual about the tomato-based soup gazpacho?
That's such a good word.
I know, isn't it?
Gazpacho.
Gazpacho is almost like an insult as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you could call somebody a gazpacho.
You gazpacho.
Question 10.
What type of meat is the most consumed in the whole wide world? It doesn't say whole wide world. It says
No, you
world.
made that bit up.
sounds more impressive.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying your quiz tonight.
Hope you're winning.
You are winning at life if you're doing this quiz anyway. So that's the real deal. That's the real tea tonight. So you ready for some answers?
Yes,
Let's
please.
do this.
I thought he was asking me, sorry.
Question 1. The nut used in marzipan is an almond.
The answer to number 2, what does IPA stand for, is India Pale Ale or Indian Pale Ale, if you have that.
Question 3. A mojito comes from Cuba.
I did not know that
No, me neither.
until you did this quiz.
Yeah.
What is the most famous Mexican beer? It's possibly open to debate, but it's Corona.
Question 5. Spinach is the key vegetable ingredient in an egg's Florentine.
Poutine is the national dish of Canada.
Just poutine in general. Question 7. A zucchini is called a courgette in the UK and Ireland.
And an eggplant is called an aubergine.
Yes.
Additional fact. Focaccia is the F. That is an Italian flatbread.
Question 9. Gazpacho, aside from being an insult that you can call somebody, is a dish that is served cold.
And the most eaten pork. The answer is pork. There you go. The answer is pork to question 10.
The end.
Can't do it in a professional way.
We're
Good luck with the rest of the quiz.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go, guys. We, of course, had the wonderful Emma and Dan there, heroes within our time of real life ghost stories fame.
Heart, Emma and Dan.
They're amazing people, and they once again
Guys. Thanks, guys.
done us a bonus round.
That was a great round.
It was a great
I really
round.
liked that round.
A really great
I
round.
got 6 out of 10.
Is it?
I was playing along myself.
I got
Yeah.
0 out of 10, I think. I'm just going to load the sound down so it's not distorted. So, there we go. And we are back. So, thank you to Emma and Dan. Check out Real Life Ghost Stories, their podcast, because it's amazing.
Good podcast.
It's exceptionally successful, and it deserves to be. And you'll find out why if you go and download it.
We
So-
said chicken as well. We were kind of surprised it was pork.
Yeah, we said chicken too. It was pork, yeah. But go and check out. A lot of you guys are already aware of Real Life Ghost Stories, but go and check it out because it's wonderful. So, big thank you to Emma and Dan. We've got our 4th and final round now. We'll be all sad to hear, or glad to hear, depending on if you're not being too happy jumping from video to video. So, without any further ado,
Oh, Jennifer found us through Real Life Ghost Stories.
oh,
That's good.
that's nice.
Isn't it nice when it works?
It is nice when it works. Okay, guys, so this is our 4th and final round.
Hey, Schooler, thanks for coming back. You're just in time for the final round.
Question 1. What phosphorus lights, red or white or blue, appear at night to foretell someone's death? And bonus points if you can also give their Australian equivalent. Okay. And the answer is coming at the end of the round. Nearly.
Jumping ahead.
Question 2. Song lyrics. What song and singer are these lyrics from? I felt the knife in my hand and she laughed no more. My favourite karaoke song, isn't it?
You do a blinder.
I do a very
Karaoke.
good Tom Jones
Absolute
impression.
blinder.
Honestly.
Well,
I
that was
really
a giveaway.
do. Whoa! I'm not going to do it now.
That was a giveaway. You're giving away clues.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop talking.
Anyway, question
You just
3.
do a blind on that.
Moving quickly on. Question 3. Britain's first female MP, Nancy Astor, said to who, if you were my husband, I'd poison your coffee. Only for this person to reply, Nancy, if you were my wife, I'd drink it. Is my hair getting greyer as time goes on? I think that's aging, isn't it?
Yeah.
Question 4. Who was crucified on the site of the Basilica in Vatican City? So I'll ask that again. Who was crucified on the site of the Basilica in Vatican City? Here's a clue. It's named after him. Question 5. For around 300 years, from 1066 to 1362, what was the official language of England?
1066.
1066. So for around 300 years, from 1066 to 1362, what was the official language of England? And there's a clue. It wasn't English. Now, Gavna, and no Matt the Pope. Oh, wait there. In fact, You're right. It was the Pope. The Pope was crucified. He was the first Pope.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There you go.
Weird. But that's not the answer we're looking for.
But it's not the answer. You've just said the Pope. No, because there's been about 94 or whatever. Anyway, question 6. What was the first number 1 for the Beatles in the UK? And for a bonus, what was the first number 1 for the Beatles in America?
So you get a point for each of those.
And yes, Phil,
if you get them right.
The 300 Years language was Scouse. It's just people like, it's Henry Tudor, lad. Honestly, it's Henry Tudor. He wants a war with his roses, like.
And he wanted to marry Anne Boleyn, and the Pope said no, and then his head fell off.
He stuck an arrow in this fella's great right in his bloody eye, like. And the next thing, like.
Why are you being such an ass, lad?
And there you go. That was a Scouse history of between 1066 and 1032.
The funny thing is, we think we're doing great Scouse accents there, and I bet you everyone who isn't from Liverpool who's watching is like, why are you putting on an accent? Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Use our Scouse. Okay, question 7. What was the name of the book, later an Amazon Prime series, written by Neil Gaiman?
Who knows?
Question 8. Similarly, who wrote the book cum series of A Handmaid's Tale? That's question 8. Yes.
So Handmaid's Tale is now a very big, successful series. Obviously started off life as a book. Who wrote that book?
Okay, and question 9. What is the nickname of the briefcase allegedly never more than 10 feet from the sitting US president, which apparently contains the nuclear launch codes? That briefcase has a nickname. What is the nickname? Robin saying, Kevin Beck, you should have a listener Q&A episode for We Don't Need To.
We have talked about this, haven't we, doing a Q&A thing?
On an episode?
Yeah.
Oh, Q&A?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What did you think that meant?
A quiz, but it's not, is it? It's like the Q&A.
No, Q&A as in, like, you would say to people beforehand, guys, ask us questions. People would send in questions, and we discuss it. I mean, to be honest, I think you get away with doing that on the podcast itself.
Yes, who knows? Who knows? Briefcase one. I like that.
Definitely look at it.
Okay, and question 10. BBQ time.
Becca's bonus question. Okay, Becca's bonus question for round 4, the final
question, possibly of all time, so make it good.
Okay. We'll have to edit it quickly then to make it decent.
What?
Well, if it's not good now, it's not going to be good in a minute, is it? Like the question's already written, obviously.
Haste, Becca, haste.
Okay. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. Is a rhyme to remember the fate of Henry VIII's 6 wives. Who was the 6th wife who survived the tyrant? So that's divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. Is a rhyme for Henry VIII's 6 wives. Who was the final wife who survived?
You'd hope that rhyme came out a good few hundred years after this all happened, wouldn't it?
Why?
Because, well, could you imagine if, like, I'll be honest,
well, most of the others were already dead. So
if I divorced you tomorrow, beheaded my next girlfriend, the next one died, then divorced the next one, beheaded the next one, and the next one survived. I'd be pretty traumatized age 60. And if one of my mates came in and went, divorced, beheaded and died, divorced, beheaded and tried, I'd be like, do you mind?
I know, but the whole point is that the last one survived because he died, so you wouldn't know. You'd be dead.
I wanted to come back as a ghost and go, do you mind?
Well, if you're going to act daft, then there's no reason with it.
Well, let's do some answers.
No, Jennifer, I haven't listened to Six the Musical, but I was aware of its existence and I would like to see it. I was interested in it when I heard about the concept.
Oh, is this about the 6 wives?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently. I'm interested. I would definitely like to see it.
Round 4, answers. Question 1. What phosphorus lights, red, white or blue, appear at night to foretell someone's death? Bonus point for the Australian equivalent. The answer is a corpse light, and in Australia, Quinn's light.
I was going to say something like, surely the Star Spangled Banner light.
No. Oh, I should have said first one is a corpse light and the second one is a corpse light. Australian there. But it's not to Quinn's light.
Matt, if you all sent in 10 questions each, that might be a bit much, frankly.
Yeah.
We'd know them then. Like, you sure would, but it would take a while.
So song lyrics, I felt the knife in my hand and she laughed no more. It is, of course, Tom Jones and Delilah.
Go on, you can do it.
Oh, no, I can't.
Go on.
I can't, it's too loud. Because the thing is, to do a good Tom Jones impression, you've got to belt.
You can belt it. It's still
I
early.
can't.
Go on, it's only off now. You're fine.
No, I can't. I wouldn't. If one of our neighbours done it, I'd flip.
No, you wouldn't.
I'll tell you what I will do. I'll do a Tom
Go
Jones
on.
impression. No, not of Delilah, though. Of him.
Just sing it. You absolutely, you've been banging on about how good you were, and you nearly did it during the last question. So
No,
just do it now.
I'm going to do a Tom Jones impression, but it's of his line of Perfect Day. In the Perfect Day, when there's about 14 different singers, he goes, "Oh, you're going to reap." But I do it
Why
better than
can't
that,
you do
Delilah.
that and not Delilah?
Because that's already too loud. And Delilah's twice as loud as that.
Just do a line from Delilah. Come on.
I can't.
Get it? Everyone wants you to do it. Come on.
No, they don't. And I'll do it.
Well, I've just been sat there talking you up, and now you're making me look like a liar for not doing it.
Well, stop lying then.
So you're not good at it?
Well, no, because now it won't do it justice. Wait there. Shall I? Hold on. Hive. Wait there. No, it's far too loud.
It's not. Go on.
Becca, it fucking is, honestly.
Just do a line.
No, because the neighbours will be like, did you just hear Tom Jones is next door?
Well, that'll be exciting for them. Come on.
Tom Jones, the voice of the
Can you drag
valleys.
yourself too long? Will you just do it?
I saw the night. No, I'll just do that. But I can do it better than that. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Question 3.
Try it.
Britain's tried, denied and failed. Tried, denied, survived. Question 3.
No, sorry.
Britain's first female MP, Nancy Astor, said to whom, "If you were my husband, I'd poison your coffee," only for him to reply, "If you were my wife, I would drink it." The answer is, of course, Winston Churchill.
That's not how you spell Winston. Winston.
Oh, no, I put a H in it, haven't I? And that's because of Whiston. Whiston Woods. There was a woods called Whiston Woods or Wizzy Woods at the top of our street, and it was like 4 trees. Anyway. Who was crucified on the site of the Basilica in Vatican City? It was, of course, St. Peter, because it was St. Peter's Basilica. And yes, Mac got it right. He said the Pope, and he was the first Pope.
You can't have that. It's got to be St. Peter.
I think he was, and he was a Paul. Bad Catholic.
And just me yesterday, the neighbours do already think we're a weirdo, especially after the ghost recorded their round on the stairs.
Oh, it was so funny.
I mean,
it
can
was
you imagine
so
being in the
funny.
hall and just
Because if they were leaving the house in our corridor of the flat, they literally would have heard, "Hello, Kevin." Oh, honest God. Anyway, question 7. What was the name of the book later in Amazon Prime series written by
Doesn't count.
Neil Gaiman? It was, of course, American Gods.
Right, I saw earlier on this someone put an answer which was Good Omens. Now, he wrote that with someone, and it was on Amazon, wasn't it?
Yeah, so you can have a point for
So,
that.
in fairness, I think you have to give a point for that.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Number 8, similarly, who wrote the book cum series of A Handmaid's Tale? And it was, of course,
Margaret Atwood.
Margaret Atwood.
That's right.
And question 9, what is the name... Wait there, we've missed question 6 here. Hold on, we've missed the loadout. Sorry, question 5. From 1066 to 1362, what was the official language of England? It was, of course, French. Yes. Question 6, what was the first number 1 for the Beatles in the UK? It was Please, Please Me. And the first number 1 in America was I Want to Hold Your Hand. Yes.
Terry Pratchett, that's who we wrote it with, of course, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was it.
A lot of people assume I Want to Hold Your Hand was number 1 in America because it was shortly after the Kennedy assassination and Americans needed to feel good.
Yeah. I was a bit disappointed with Good Omens. I thought it started out really good, and then, to be honest, I thought it really went downhill. I got almost like childlike.
I thought 80% of it was utterly brilliant, and then the last 20% was silly.
So promising.
The last episode was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But the first was amazing.
Yeah.
Which is the exact epitome of going downhill, which is what you just said. Just thought to break it down. Question 9. What is the nickname of the briefcase allegedly never more than 10 feet from the sitting president containing the nuclear launch codes? It is the football.
The football.
Or as Becca's called it when I asked her the question earlier today, is it the rugby ball?
I corrected myself immediately.
No, you didn't.
I said rugby
no, you
ball.
didn't. You went,
football.
You said, is it the rugby ball? And then you scratched your head and went, and then you spun around and then you done a handstand. Do you want to give your answer for your bonus question?
That'd be good. I wish I could do a handstand. Do you remember when lockdown first started?
Mindy agrees with Good Omens.
And the first thing I googled when lockdown first started was how to do a cartwheel.
Yeah, and you were going
to teach myself to do a cartwheel.
Didn't last.
No, I didn't.
But you are learning Spanish, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm trying with Duolingo.
Go on then.
Sí.
Give the answer to your question before you divorced. Beheaded and died. Divorced, beheaded and tried.
Español.
Sorry?
Yo no hablo español. Means I don't speak Spanish.
Divorced, beheaded, and died. Tried, and cried.
So, divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived is a rhyme to remember the fate of Henry VIII's 6 wives. Who was the 6th wife who survived the tyrant? The survivor was Catherine Parr. Catherine Parr survived. Lucky her. And imagine the relief she must have felt when he finally died.
Briefy McBriefcase. That was also a good name. So, Catherine Parr, wasn't it?
Catherine Parr.
Catherine Parr.
Yeah.
And there you have it.
That's that. That's the quiz.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the fourth
Well
and 92% certain final quiz. 8 out of 10 for Matt. Freya got 9 out of 10. Well done, Freya.
Very good.
Matt and Freya are starting a podcast as well soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What about?
And I've it's about movies, and I've listened to a dry episode they've done, like a dummy episode.
Nice.
It's very good. You've got a very good rapport. Keep your eyes out for that. I'll be announcing more soon. 6.7. Oh, no, 5, 6, 7, and 8 right. Well done. 6 for Jasmine. Well done. Thanks, guy. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, so we may not be back for more quizzes. So if this is the final one,
thank you
so much for taking part in the previous 4, including this.
With us and hopping onto the new streams. We know
thank you for all of these.
So.
If we decide to find a way, it has been bloody awful. I agree. I know you don't mean that.
I think she means a score because she had 4.
I know, but yeah, if we do manage to do one more, then that will definitely be the final one. But as it stands now, neither of us think it's a good idea.
No, because you got angry. I don't like it when you get. It's
I did get angry,
and if you're getting angry, there's no point.
Yeah, I get angry for other people. To be honest.
Yeah, I know. It's one thing when we both get frustrated, but you like got actually angry there. When you're like, Sam, Beck, we'll just put it on, we'll just put it, ignore me. And I'm not.
I do get quite angry. I do get quite angry.
I'm just not having it.
Fair enough. So you've got a point. So on that bombshell, we will say thank you and good night, guys. Don't forget, this week's normal episode will be out tomorrow. We're going to record it tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Becca normally joins us for a debrief of the quiz, don't you?
Yes.
So you'll be on it for a part, at least, of the show. Yeah, and if you want more content, you can send us a Patreon at patreon.com/we need to talk about ghosts. In the meantime, in between time, I want to say a big thank you again to all the people who gave the bonus questions. That was, of course, the ghost. Real Life Ghost Stories, Emma and Dan.
Thank you, Real Life Ghost Stories, Emma and Dan.
And the Ghost Trail series, Joe and...
Thank you, Ghost Trail series.
Joe and Faye, sorry. So go and check out their shows too, please. And also the guys who submitted the questions this time around. We've got Jay Adams, Lucy White, Vicky and Cassie, and Edward Cortinas. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. Thank you for everyone who took part, all you guys, and all of the comments and joining in. It's always a bit of a laugh in it, and we all have a bit of a drink and a laugh. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves and each other, as Jerry Springer says. And you never know, we may see you again. Okay? Anything you want to say? Any parting comments?
No, just thank you very much, guys. Thank you for bearing with us, and we'll speak to you soon on the podcast.
Tatty, bye.
Bye, guys.